Today we are going to start the first chapter from your supplementary text reader, A Triumph of Surgery. This is a very amusing and very inspiring story by James Herriot. Now James Herriot, the real name of James Herriot is, I'm telling you, James Alfred White. Okay, his real name was James Alfred White, but he used the pen name James Herriot whenever he wrote. So he was primarily a veterinary surgeon. He had a brief stint at the Royal Air Force, but he is very much recognized as an author. Okay, so you can understand while reading the story that this is actually a story which is based from his own real life experience. Okay, so James Herriot, A Triumph of Surgery will be today's lesson. Take out your supplementary text reader and let us start with the story, A Triumph of Surgery. I was really worried about Tricky this time. I had pulled up my car when I saw him in the street with his mistress, and I was shocked at his appearance. He had become hugely fat, like a bloated sausage with a leg at each corner. His eyes, bloodshot and rheumy, stared straight ahead, and his tongue lolled from his jaws. Tricky is actually a dog, okay, and the way the story starts tells you that as if the poet, the author is recounting something about a very well-known pet who came to visit him because he was a vet. So lots of different people used to bring their pets to him for some kind of problems. If they had any kind of problems, they would bring it to the author. And as he is a doctor, he was really worried by looking at the appearance of this dog, Tricky. Okay, he was really worried about Tricky this time. That means already a lot of time he had the opportunity, or you can say he had to see Tricky. Maybe his mistress, the person who owned Tricky, used to bring him over to the doctor many times. But this time when he saw him, his appearance, yes, he was a real veterinary surgeon. Okay. Here it means a clinic. Okay, I think so. We will find out. Surgery here means the entire healing process, I think. So, Tricky looked really bad this time. Why? Because he was completely bloated up like a sausage. Do you know what a sausage is? Do you like eating sausage? Well, it's like a food item. Okay, so he looked like a sausage. He looked bloated up, like fully fattened. And his arms and legs, that means his paws were there, and it looked really bad. He looked really bad. It seemed as if he was bloated up. He was full of air. Okay. I had pulled up my car when I saw him in the street with his mistress. So maybe the author was going somewhere and he has simply pulled up his car, and then he saw that Tricky was going with his mistress, that is the woman who owned him. Triumph means victory. Okay, so a victory of surgery. So because of that, Tricky looked really bad to the author. He had become hugely fat. The dog had become very much fat. He had fattened up because of some diet which his mistress used to feed him. His mistress was over pampering the dog all the time, overfeeding him all the time, and because of that he had become bloated. And his eyes, bloodshot and rheumy, they looked very sick. Okay, they looked as if he was suffering from a fever, and his eyes were bloodshot, red, and stared straight ahead, which tells you that he had a lifeless expression. It again tells you that the dog was actually very sick. No matter how fat he looked, he was very much sick. He had a very severe disease. And his tongue lolled from his jaws. Lolled means to hang loosely. Okay, to hang loosely. So, his tongue lolled from his jaws. Mrs. Pumphrey hastened to explain, "He was so listless, Mr. Harriet, it seemed to have no energy." Okay, you have written what is the meaning of rheumy. Rheumy means watery. Okay, watery eyes. Okay, his eyes were watery. So Mrs. Pumphrey is the owner of this dog, and she hastened to explain. That means hastily, in a very quick fashion, she started explaining. "He was so listless, Mr. Harriet, he seemed to have no energy." Listless means actually not to have any energy. Okay, like to look kind of lifeless. "He had no energy. I thought he must be suffering from malnutrition. So I have been giving him some little extras between meals to build him up." So Mrs. Pumphrey was such a, I cannot say the bad word, she was so stupid that she didn't have an idea that when you overfeed a creature, or anybody actually, if you overfeed a person or even a pet, anything, then it can lead to disaster, and that's what happened with Tricky. Tricky was overfed, means given more food than his routine, okay, than his body permitted. So Mrs. Pumphrey felt that he was looking very listless, he didn't show any vitality or energy, he was not jumping around or something, and so she thought maybe he is suffering from malnutrition, he is suffering from lack of proper food, okay, lack of proper nutrition. And so what did she do? She started giving him extras between his meals, okay, to build him up. Some malt and cod liver oil and a bowl of Horlicks at night to make him sleep. Nothing much really. So it is nothing much. I just gave him some extra food. I gave him malt. Malt is something which is extracted from wheat. Okay, it's very nutritious food. It's a very heavy food. Over pampering leads to destruction. Yes, but don't tell that to your parents. Okay. So he was giving a little extras to build him up. Some malt and cod liver oil. Cod is one kind of fish, and cod liver oil is also a very nutritious thing, okay, full of vitamins. But it was not required. It was not at all required. Whatever diet a vet prescribes you for, many of you must be having pets. So whatever diet is prescribed for a pet of a certain age, of a certain breed, we should not stray from it. We should not try to make him feel good by giving him more and more. But Mrs. Pumphrey did exactly that. She was overfeeding him more and more, thinking that he would become better. Okay. "And did you cut down on the sweet things as I told you? That is, I asked you not to give him the sweet. Did you do that?" So did you cut down on the sweets as I told you? Did you cut down on the sweets as I told you? Because you already know that pets shouldn't be given sweets. Okay, pets shouldn't be given more sugar because their body can't take it. Salt and sugar both should be restricted to a minimum. In fact, it's better not to give it at all to pets. So did you cut down on the sugar? That means did you reduce the amount of sugar food that you used to give him? "Oh, I did for a bit, but he seemed to be so weak, I had to relent." Okay, but he seemed to be so weak, I had to relent. That is, yes, I did that for a bit. I gave him less sugar for a few days, but it seemed that he was going more and more weak. Okay, and so I had to relent. That is, I had to give up. I had to give up. "He does love cream cakes and chocolates so. I can't bear to refuse him. My dog loves cream cakes so much and chocolates so much. I cannot refuse him. I cannot refuse him this." I looked down again at the little dog. That was the trouble. Tricky's only fault was greed. Okay, so his only fault was greed. He had never been known to refuse food. He would tackle a meal at any hour of the day or night. And I wondered about all the things Mrs. Pumphrey hadn't mentioned. Okay, so this was the only fault which Tricky had. He would tackle any kind of food which you give him. That means whenever you give the food, maybe the dog had just fed himself, but again if you give him something extra, he will eat that also. Okay, so that was the only problem with Tricky. He couldn't say no to delicious food, something some of us might be having. Okay, so this problem is what made Tricky ill at the first place. Okay. Yes, she didn't miss giving him anything at all. She gave him everything. And obviously the dog would love to have it because it was a greedy dog and it couldn't say no. So Tricky used to take anything and any time of the day without refusing. And I wondered about all the things Mrs. Pumphrey hadn't mentioned. So because the author or the narrator was a very shrewd person, he was understanding that the entire situation was because of Mrs. Pumphrey's habit of giving him food all the time and because of Tricky's greed. Okay, so because of this, he understood that there was even a lot of more food that Mrs. Pumphrey was giving him and she was not confessing to me at that moment. Are you giving him plenty of exercise? That is, are you making him run? Because that is also an essential part in a pet's daily routine. You don't just have to feed a pet, you have to keep him in the proper shape. You have to give him the proper balance of exercise as well as diet, right? But are you giving him sufficient exercise? Well, he has his little walks with me, as you can see, but Hodgkin, the gardener, has been down with lumbago. So there has been no ring throwing lately. Lumbago, I think it's a problem with, let me check. So I have been trying to give him a lot of exercise, but Hodgkin's, who was there, yes, a pain in the muscles and joints of the lower back, that is lumbago. Because Hodgkin's, who was their gardener, was supposed to give him exercise, he was down with a disease. Okay, he had a joint pain, he had disease in his bones, so he was not able to play with him. Okay, so there has been no ring throwing lately. Ring throwing means, you must have seen in cartoons also or in videos also, that you give a ring, throw it, show it to the dog, throw it at a distance, the dog would go to fetch it. That was a good exercise for a dog, okay, because it would ensure him jumping and running in a fast manner, which would ensure a proper exercise. But now, yes, right, Riddhita. I tried to sound severe. Severe means very strict. I tried to sound very strict and very serious with her. Now, I really mean this. If you don't cut his food right down and give him more exercise, I think he is going to be really ill. You must harden your heart and keep him on a very strict diet. Now he was very strict. Okay, he told her point blank that you have to cut down on his diet, you have to ensure he gets proper exercise, or else he will be very sick. Mrs. Pumphrey wrung her hands. Wrung her hands means like this. Yes, yes, like this. Okay, motioning her hands like that. Yes, oh, I will, Mr. Harriet. I'm sure you're right. But it is so difficult, so very difficult. She set off, head down along the road, as if determined to put the new regime into practice immediately. Like this, she was very much, you know, inspired by what Mr. Harriet has said, and she was really taken. It seemed as if she was also as much concerned, and she tried to show as if she was going to practice whatever exactly as he had instructed her from that moment only, from that moment itself. I watched their progress with growing concern. Progress means movement, movement towards their home. Okay, they were moving back towards their home, and I was seeing that with growing concern. That means my concern for Tricky was becoming more and more. Yes, new routine. Okay, regime here means the new routine that she had to do. Tricky was tottering along in his little tweed coat. He had a whole wardrobe of these coats, and even Mrs. Pumphrey made him wear winter coats. Okay, tweed is a very fashionable material. You can search the internet and find the picture of tweed jackets if you already don't know about it. Tweed coats are a fashionable item. So Mrs. Pumphrey was like her dog was everything to her. So she would give him the best food, she would give him the best of clothes, and then Tricky was becoming this manner. Okay. So Tricky and Mrs. Pumphrey was going, tottering means moving very unsteadily. Okay. So he was going in that fashion. For the cold weather, he had a whole wardrobe of these coats for the cold weather and a raincoat for the wet days. Okay, so Tricky had a whole wardrobe of coats for the cold weather, and during the rainy season he would have the raincoats. Okay. Yes. He struggled on, drooping in his harness. Harness means the collar and the rope which was tied with the dog. So he was struggling, he was drooping. Okay, he was without any energy at all. He was fully, it seemed as if he was very sick. He was drooping, he was bending down. He was not able to walk also. I thought it wouldn't be long before I heard from Mrs. Pumphrey. I thought that the pause again happened.